In this lesson, we're going to talk about work sets. And the importance of work sets is that it allows a collaborative environment where multiple people can work on the same model. And different entities within the model belong to these work sets. So for example, if I go to the Collaborate tab and then pick work sets, if work sets are not activated in your drawing, you have to activate them in order to turn your drawing into a central file so multiple people can work on it. In other words, if you launched Revit and started a project from scratch, it wouldn't have any work sets on it. It wouldn't be a central file, so only the one user could work on the model. But once you activate work sets, that becomes a central file, and then multiple people can sign in and out work sets. So I brought up the work set dialog box, and this is just a standard set of work sets that we have created on the New Jersey product line. And there's a lot of benefits to work sets. It gives you visibility control. So I'm going to cancel out of this for a second, and I'm in a particular view. If I go to the properties of that view and go to my visibility settings, there's a tab here called work sets. So I can turn on and off a whole work set versus going through every little model category and toggling it off. I may have an electrical work set that has, switches and outlets and other items on it where when I turn off the electrical work set, all of that stuff will disappear in that view. Makes it much easier and productive to be able to control visibility through work sets. So that's one of the powerful things that's nice about work sets. The other one is that multiple people can work on the same model. When somebody opens up their own local copy, they can go into work sets, and from the drop down here, they can pick which work sets they're going to need to work on. So you may see other people that have work sets signed out. This happens to be me that has these different work sets, and whether it's editable or not. If I make a new work set, I can automatically not check one of these boxes, so anything that I create new that belongs to that work set, it won't automatically show up in other views. A great example of that is, say I have my architectural drawings done and my plumbing guy starts laying out plumbing. As long as he creates a plumbing work set and doesn't make it visible in all views, it's only going to show up in the views that he turns it on. So that way all of a sudden I don't bring up my floor plan and I have a sanitary pipe running across my floor. And then I got to reprint that drawing to submit to the client. Okay, so that's another good reason for using work sets. So I would go down in this list. I would pick the different ones that I want control over. So notice when I pick yes on some of these, then my name automatically gets populated on the items that I want to be able to make changes to. So when I select OK, it's asking me which one do I want to make active. I'm just going to say no to that, because down in the bottom of your Revit drafting area, there's a drop down where you can pick which work set that you want to work on. Okay, so you have visibility control on the views to assign the work sets. You also, any item that I pick, if I go to the properties of that item, it'll tell me what work set that belongs to. Because that belongs to the interior model work set, which I took ownership of, this is not grayed out, so I can actually change the work set that item belongs to. If you don't own the work set that an item belongs to, you cannot change what work set it belongs to. So that's important to keep in mind, because as you're working on a model, somebody may have drew something quick and not paid attention to what work set it belongs to, and it's going to go to whatever one they have set current down here. That's important as well. If I'm working on my exterior shell or slabs, I want to make sure that work set is current before I draw anything. Even though I can fix it afterwards, it's a good habit to get into for controlling your work sets. So that's the end of this lesson. Just shows you how to create a work set, assign an item to a work set, sign out a work set, and just understand that it helps with your visibility settings and to be able to collaborate so multiple people can work on the same model at the same time.